About set for football now at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. And off we go here in Baltimore. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Lamar Jackson, twice the MVP, Greg, leads this Ravens team out season 9, but season 1 without John Harbaugh as his head coach.
You know, I think one of the biggest factors for Lamar Jackson this season, Mike, is just to stay healthy. They got to just find a way to keep him on the field, keep him in one piece. And, you know, I think when you talk about a dynamic player like Lamar and, you know, his ability to use his legs and his ability to improvise, there's a very fine line, especially early in the season. Stay away from those hits, operate more as a passer, and then towards the end of the season when things really matter, let him really loose.
You know, Mike, I think the question is, does Derrick Henry ever age? I mean, he's in year 11. He still looks like he's a rookie. I mean, he produces at an elite level, it seems, every year. 1,500 yards for the 5th time in his career a season ago. I mean, we could go on and on, but really the last piece of the puzzle missing is he's still searching for that Super Bowl ring. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the option, they give it to Henry. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
Touchdown.
Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Ravens 7, Commanders nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Third season for Jaden Daniels with the Commanders. Number 2 overall pick, had a fabulous rookie season in 2024. Some bumps and injuries in year 2, and here he is now in year 3.
You know, kind of the tale of two seasons, isn't it, Mike? It's funny, you know, rookie year, Jaden Daniels takes the league by storm. Arguably one of the greatest rookie quarterback seasons in NFL history. Brings the Washington Commanders team all the way to the NFC Championship. And then in year 2, combination of an older roster, a combination of injuries across that roster, and of course the injuries to Jaden Daniels himself. So how do they keep him on the field? How do they keep him in one piece? Because he proved his rookie year. He is as dynamic and as good as any young quarterback that we've seen in quite some time.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's going to be caught. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to be. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Lajante Wester deep for Baltimore. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
First and 10.
Out come the Ravens, and you look at their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Doyle was the youngest offensive coordinator in football a year ago with the Bears, leaving after 1 year to join Jesse Minter's staff with the Ravens in 2026. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. They'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. On play action, here's Jackson. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Come to the line for second and 4. Play action now. Jackson. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another first and 10. Again, it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identify the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
At the 15-yard line.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it second down and less than a yard. Pistol give to Henry. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field, and then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders, nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready for their second possession. And, Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
And he looks like he's going to pick up the first down. Indeed, he will as he gets it by about a yard.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short, one of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it, but a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield, take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And a good run there. And you get him 5 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He is taken down. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
McLaurin, first grab. That'll be a first down.
previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Now Daniel's going to give this forward to the receiver. Inside the 20. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. The Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14. Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. LeJohntay Wester now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
At the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going to go right back to Henry. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And they won't get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. We'll come to the line for 3rd down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Jackson on the move. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. He'll step up and run. He'll take this forward for about 5. Jackson trying to get his guys back to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Off he goes. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out wide, and he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Now Jackson, this a design run. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks much. Scott Hansen in Orlando. We'll pick up the action back in Baltimore in just a bit. But first, some highlights from this first half, and we shine the spotlight on this man, Derrick Henry. His guys looking to finish off the preseason with a victory as we send it back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Scott. Thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40.
Automatic first down.
On the give, it's White. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. There's Okonkwo open left side. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Middle of the field, he's got a Okonkwo. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And in motion, it's Diggs. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merrick. He'll push forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with a sack.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And we'll give you a look at some of the highlights. He's had a number of them over that magic mark, over 100 yards on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. He has been a handful for the defense right throughout. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. will give him 4 yards.
15-yard line.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They'll run it with Henry. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 34.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, right up the middle to Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
37-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
This is 3rd and 6. Jackson looking to throw, and that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Is no good.
Oh my God, that is just a heartbreaker here, Mike. I mean, from this distance, he does everything right. It's on target. It just runs out of steam a little bit at the end. Gets denied by the crossbar. That's brutal.
The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. In motion, Okonkwo. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky-Merritt. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. In motion, Okonkwo. On second down, it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll go. Here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them 1 step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Back to throw, Jackson. That's taken in, it's Tez Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Ravens 1st down.
19-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Play action now. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 7. Tyler Luke to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
Here's Daniels. Nowhere to go with that one. Just get it to the sideline and live to see second down.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
And it's third
The
down.
timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They somehow managed to get rid of that one before the sack. Incomplete and sets up fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll go for it and run option right. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion. He'll find Rashad White. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Rashad White. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion, Okonkwo. On 2nd down, here's Krosky Merritt. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2, and bring up third down.
Down by Kyle Hamilton. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Throwing is Daniel.
Third down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Daniels pass.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth
No
down.
gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Jaden Daniels on the scramble.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And the Washington first down.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Come to the line now for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
7 yards.
Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. To throw is Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
On the coverage.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. That's another sack.
Jaden Daniels sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he is going to have a Commander's first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
Commander's first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
In motion, Okonkwo. Daniels now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they've got a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. The motion man here is McLaurin. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs.
Daniels pass.
So play caller's dream, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Daniels gonna throw again. Fighting for the goal line. They're gonna stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he'll spike it here and stop it with 45 seconds to go. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Pillar.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Idaho.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. He's just been under constant pressure. Hit as he got rid of it. They rule it an incomplete pass.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Daniels now going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. These fans set to head home happy. Very solid performance by the hometown side as they finish off a very decisive victory. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.